So you've seen one of my videos saying you need to separate your first and last names to be able to have clean data, to be able to use the first name as a variable in your communication. And you're like, that's great, Karanda, but how do I actually separate all the stuff that is already combined in my data? Here's how you do it. All right, so I have an Airtable base here. We've got a full name field. I am going to create fields for the first name. And I'm going to create it as a formula field. Actually, let's just create these first. First name, and we're going to create a last name field. And now I've got some handy dandy Airtable formulas that I use to separate this out for me, because otherwise you'd be going in here and you copy and you paste and you copy you paste, and if you've got 200 names, nobody wants to do that. So what we're going to do is use Airtable formulas. So I have a handy dandy base where I keep my handy dandy Airtable formulas, and these are the three that we're concerned with right here. Separate the first name from the full name field, separate the last name. Now you have to do these in order. So what we're going to do is change this to a formula field. And then we're going to copy and paste this formula in here. So we're going to grab that, hit save, and now it's going to it grabs all the first names. Now that we've done that, we're going to do the same thing with the last name. So I'm going to copy this last name formula. Notice that the last name formula references the first name. That's why you have to do it in order. So now we're going to we're going to edit this, and we're going to go change that to a formula field, paste that in there, and then you can see it shows you the preview here, so that's how you can tell if it's gonna work the way that you want it to. All right, so now we have our first and last name. Now that we've done that, the next problem is, hey, now these are formulas, so I can't type in and add new things. Well, great. Now that we have our data the way we want it to, we just go in and we change that back to a single line text, but you keep all the names. And then if you want to go in here and you want to type a new name, there you have it. So same thing with the last name. We're going to edit that. We're going to change it back to a single line text field. We keep all of our names. And now what do we do with this full name field? Well, now we still might want to have that as an option. So now we're going to change this to a formula that combines the first name and the last name. So that's this last formula here, and this is one of the easiest types of formulas in Airtable. It's just to combine a bunch of data from other fields. So we're going to edit this field, and this is the primary field, so it has to be unique. So this is, for me, this is almost always a formula field, because I will combine, maybe I'll combine a name and a date, or event name and a date or something to make this unique. So it's still going to be the full name, but we're going to change this to a formula field. And we're going to paste that formula in there, and all it says is take the first name and add a space, that's the space in between these two quotes, and add the last name. We see our preview looks perfect. We hit save, and now you have a separated first name, a separated last name, and you still keep your full name field that's going to populate automatically when you add new information in there. All right, I hope that helped. These are exactly the kind of things that I help folks with inside my Automation Club membership. I host 2-hour co-working sessions twice a month. The dates of the sessions are posted quarterly on our sales page, so hit up the link in the description or in my bio and go check it out if you need some tech help and you want to have an expert in your corner. See you next time.